In this training session, we are still busy with debtors, recurring charges, but we must make sure that our setup's correct. So we're going to look at module parameters. Now there's two things under module parameters that we've got to double check, but I first just need to show you why we have to go to module parameters and set up the email server there. If you add a recurring charge, you'll see there's an option where you can print the recurring charge, you can email the recurring charge, and you can export. For the email option, if you have not set up anything under module parameters, it will use your default email program to send the emails through, where you most likely have to specify and allow each individual email. But if you create a mail server, we will send it directly for you using your outgoing email server. Also, for the export option, if you export a document, in other words, you don't want to print it, you want to export it into PDF format, you've got to specify where it must put those files. Okay, so we're going to say Utilities, Setup, Module Parameters. And first of all, I'm going to take you to General and Email Server. So yeah, I've created one already. Now just, in other words, you'll click on Add, and you'll type in your account name, your SMTP host, your username, the default port, the return email address, and your password. You can also specify how many times it must retry and what the delay must be. Then always make sure you test this account. Okay, so that was looking at how to set up the outgoing email server. Then we have to go to Debtors and Recurring Charges and Setup. Here you then specify the export folder and you select your outgoing mail. You've set up this, you've already done the setup under General, but you can also look at that setup and make changes to the setup here using the Setup Mail Account button. Make sure that before you select a folder that you've already created that folder. And that concludes the module parameter setup of recurring charges.